Let's go live. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Join up, line up, link up, everybody. Everybody. We're inviting you to join up and link up right now. We're ready. Tell the people them say we're ready. Yes, I are. What an evening. What an evening. What an evening. It's Monday evening, the 12th of January. Welcome to PortlandspiceTV. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
At the Princess Margaret Hospital on January the 9th, 2016. I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State, the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remained focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And I will always engage respectfully with institutions serving our communities. The statement from Philip Paulwell about the government bypassing elected representatives is false and lacks merit. I wish to clarify the circumstances surrounding my presence at the Princess Margaret Hospital on January the 9th, 2016. I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State, the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remained focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And I will always engage respectfully with institutions serving our communities. The statement from Philip Paulwell about the government bypassing elected representatives is false and lacks merit. I wish to clarify the circumstances surrounding my presence at the Princess Margaret Hospital on January the 9th, 2016. I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State, the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remained focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And I will always engage respectfully with institutions serving our communities. The statement from Philip Paulwell about the government bypassing elected representatives is false and lacks merit.
Let me do it again. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. That clip a while ago, because we're going straight into it. That clip a while ago was a clip from Michelle Charles. Now, people, Tell me if this makes sense. Michelle, it better you just shut your mouth. Canada to want you respond to. That is our issue. But that's not the issue we want you to respond to. The issue we want you to respond to is the issue of allegations that you up until the 18th of October, you've been spending CDF funds, or you've been taking goods paid for by the CDF funds. That is the one we want for you to respond to, former MP. You see, we have to be precise and direct about where we are as a people, you know. And there are too many things happening and just left to meander along. Nobody held to account. We have a prime minister whose statutory filings cannot be certified. We have a number of persons under investigation for illicit enrichment. We have a junior finance minister who has been recommended to be charged by the Integrity Commission, having issues with the statutory filing. You can't be in the finance ministry. If you are in the finance ministry, everything must seems to be above board. And the Integrity Commission is saying that Xavier Main filings and even his behavior is questionable. So, if we are a serious country and not operating as a banana republic, some people must step aside. That is what it is, you know. Some people must step aside because they are not in what we call good standing. If you're not in good standing, we have issue with you occupying certain office. We want to welcome all our listeners and our viewers. Thanks for joining us this evening. We know that you have choices, and the fact that you join us as we start and you stick and stay with us, we really appreciate it. It is you who keep us going. Yeah, man. As we get the vision from the Almighty as to what to do, when to do, how to do. And we continue to pray and ask the Lord Jesus Christ for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We continue to pray and ask the Lord Jesus Christ for vision, for health and strength, and not just for me, but for all of us, for the producer, for all of you who have subscribed to this channel and constantly watching, for all the people who contribute, our regular contributors. We want to thank them. We want to thank people like Ralston Iman, Conrad O'Brien, who are always with us on this channel. We want to thank you and big you up. And of course, the people, must say them want to see the producer sometimes. So we hope that sometime or the other, the producer will decide to bless you with an appearance, even every now and again. So, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, two solid programs. Saturday morning, a lot of revelation was made. And by now, all of my listeners and viewers, I beg you to share it, you know. You see that video where we cut off with Michelle, with Rosemary Shaw, talking about Michelle Charles. We want it to go viral. We want to share it. Send it all over the place. Because this can't be allowed to go so. We're going to go back to it. But before we go back to it, we want to just take a sneak preview into the news in Jamaica.
A member of the Jamaica Defense Force is now in custody, charged with shipping a large quantity of guns and ammunition into the country. Radio Jamaica News was informed that the JDF private was charged on Friday by the Firearms and Narcotics Division with conspiracy to traffic firearms into the island. He was arrested last week following an investigation into the shipment of 28 illegal guns and more than 6,000 rounds of ammunition into the country. The shipment, which included more than a dozen rifles and handguns, was intercepted by the police and customs agents at the ports on December 19. The police high command is expected to issue a statement on the matter today. The police have recovered 180 passports belonging to persons who fell victims to a major overseas employment racket. Prince Moore has the details.
The passports, along with computers, were seized last week by the St. Andrew North Police during a raid on premises connected to the alleged mastermind behind the racket, Horace Horton, in Red Hill, St. Andrew. The victims were instructed to submit their passports as part of the application process. Horton was captured by the police last week, Tuesday, after eluding the cops for several months. The 52-year-old has since been charged with the offenses of conspiracy to defraud, engaging in transactions involving criminal property, 2 counts of receiving stolen property, obtaining money by means of false pretense, operating an employment agency without a license, unlawfully making available device or data for the commission of an offense. Investigators say between August and October 2025, Horton and an associate, Charlene Edwards, operated an unregistered business through which they allegedly recruited more than 200 applicants, collecting fees totaling more than 7 million Jamaican dollars. A report was made to the police when the promised employment failed. Edwards was arrested in November and remains in custody. She is scheduled to reappear in court on January 22. In 2022, Horton was accused of operating another illegal overseas employment scam while behind bars at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. He has been charged on multiple occasions for fraud. Deputy Commander of CTOC, Superintendent of Police Victor Barrett, says Horton's arrest signals a strong start of the year for the police. He noted that the use of technology and collaboration of stakeholders to track down fraudsters has been intensified. Superintendent Barrett warned that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not just seeking convictions, but will aggressively pursue the forfeiture of assets obtained through criminal activities. The Constabulary Financial Unit of CTOC is supporting the investigation in efforts to forfeit assets linked to both accused. Prince Moore, Radio Jamaica News.
Thank you, Prince. Despite a historic 41% reduction in murders last year, the Jamaica Constabulary Force has now been challenged to deliver a steeper decline and cut killings by more than 50% for 2026. The target, which was suggested by Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, was issued even as the JCF closed the year with 673 murders, the lowest in 31 years. It was also the first time since 2003 that the country recorded less than 1,000 murders. While Mr. Chuck lauded the significant drop in murders, he said the police must now work to extend these gains and dismantle criminal networks.
Whatever the target of the Commissioner and the police is, our target in Jamaica must be in excess of 50% reduction in murders. And we can achieve it. In Manchester last year, you had 35 murders, which was 18 less than the 53 you had in 2024. 35 murders is still too many for a parish that has always been known to be peaceful. And I will be asking every citizen, especially the JPs, to work very closely with the police to have more than a 50% reduction. For 2026, Manchester should be looking at much less than 20 murders for the year.
Mr. Chuck also urged the public and justices of the peace to help the police weed out criminal elements.
So you have to be the eyes and ears in support of the police. During the last 3 years, from 21, 22, 23, and 24, murders were committed primarily by the use of a gun. 80% of the killings were with the use of a gun. It dropped last year to 73%. What it means is that there are far too many guns across Jamaica. And I say to you, Justice of the Peace and people of Manchester, you have to assist the police in identifying and exposing those criminals who carry and feel that they must have guns or access to guns.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck. He was speaking at the Custis of Manchester's New Year church service at Mandeville Baptist Church yesterday. Public commentator Latoya West Blackwood says a clear pathway should be demanded from CARICOM on the way forward with the United States in the face of pressures from the Trump administration. Her comment comes on the heels of the Trump administration's invasion of Venezuela, which led to the capture of its leader, Nicolas Maduro. Mrs. West Blackwood says silence on the Trump administration's actions in the region will not be a pathway to protection.
Just a matter of wait and see, and the level of vulnerability that exists between public health shocks in the last 5 to 6 years and the economic realities of the global market, and then looking at us being on the front line of climate change. And then when you add in the realities of our regional failure when it comes to travel, I, for example, needed to go to an Eastern Caribbean country early last year for a festival, and I had to go through the U.S., right, to go back to the Eastern Caribbean. And so there are some very real threats that exist.
Public commentator Latoya West Blackwood. She was speaking yesterday on Radio Jamaica's weekly news review program, That's a Wrap. And finally, the new government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines says agriculture is one of the 4 principal pillars intended to drive the economy. Agriculture Minister Israel Bruce says increased attention will be given to the blue economy, tourism, and the new orange economy. The term blue economy refers to the management and utilization of the ocean environment. It focuses on harnessing the potential of marine resources while maintaining their long-term health and productivity. The orange economy refers to the creative sector, comprising industries that rely on creativity, culture, and intellectual property. The minister says a plan is afoot to establish a green team of experts who will travel regionally and internationally to conduct marketing analysis to ensure that farmers have consistent markets and pricing for their produce. Mr. Bruce expressed gratitude to the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute for collaborating with the government to use technology to maximize production. And now to end this news.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You hear what they're talking about? The blue economy and the orange economy. The orange economy is what we've been saying to the Jamaican government that you need to use to kickstart and to really grow the Jamaican economy. Yeah. So, if you're not looking seriously at the orange economy in Jamaica, you're not serious about growth. And we say that without any apology. There's no sector right now that can move the Jamaican economy the way the orange economy can. Culture and the creative industry, which comprises of sports, entertainment, gastronomy, mean the culinary arts, yeah, the film industry, the music industry, all a part of the culture and the creative industry. If you look across the world, in any one sector, the creative industry hosts most of the people who are million and billionaires. That creative industry you talk about. And therefore, with the rich heritage, the rich culture that exists in Jamaica, if you ever harness all of that, bring it together, harness it, bring it together, and export same, Jamaica would be a wealthy country. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not just the GLP administration that don't see it. The PNP administration, past PNP administration, have not seen it either or did not see it. Hence, we are nowhere. Babsy Grange in 2022 told us that Jamaica earned $2.2 billion. And I continue to say to people, when we listen to the budget presentation that Babsy Grange called out those figures, my understanding was that it was Jamaican dollars. But after Colin Bell, Shaka Fame, start talking about the culture and the creative industry, somehow, that figure became US. And I must thank people like Dr. Deborah Ickling, Dr. Oh God. What's your name again, Nat? Dr. Olivia Rose. And the team put together by Mark Golding, of our next brethren, that was a part of the culture and the creative industry team. We brought light to what this could do. And all of a sudden, the 2.2 million turns 2.2 million Jamaican turned 2.2 billion US. Now, I saw an article in the Gleaner that is saying that the culture and the creative industry in 2025 earned below $700 million. Now, that's a drastic reduction. What would have caused the culture and the creative industry to drop so drastically? As I said to Ralston Saturday morning, I think the 2.2 billion was an inflated figure. However, let me bring it to your attention that the creative industry, the culture and the creative industry has the potential to make way more. Because what we are saying, if we do the things that are supposed to be done, and if this administration starts now, by 2030, we should be earning at least $7 billion US annually from the culture and the creative industry. Those of you who have been listening me talk would have heard me quoted figures from all parts of the world. Let me tell you one that is trending now. And for those of you who watch CNN, you would have seen it. And it is also, if you Google it, you'll find it. The Nigerian film industry, just the film aspect of the Nigeria creative industry, is now valued at $6 billion. $6 billion, and they are turning out over 2,500 films per year. More than Hollywood, and I think even more than Hollywood, more than what's the one in India called again? Don't remember the one, Jollywood or with the one in India. But Nigeria has stepped up the pace. There's, I think, the United States, their music industry alone is turning them over $15 billion. It's the music aspect. Not even talk about the film aspect of it for the United States. Because what had happened in 2022, the US was earning 700 and about 50 billion. Right now, I think in 2024, the United States earned $1.3 trillion from the culture and the creative industry. Updated figures you're getting. And I am saying to all the blind Bartimuses in Jamaica that you're sitting on the wealth. But like the Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Jamaicans are poor because our leaders lack vision. Yeah? It's not that we lack the resources to be wealthy, but our leaders lack the vision to see what the resources that we have at our disposal can do for us. So, I am saying it. And who want laugh, laugh. Who want say a fairy tale, say a fairy tale. But don't listen to me. Just look around the world. I am pointing you to the examples of what is happening globally. And you continue to play fool. Or like Dr. Iman Black say, you don't want the average Jamaicans to achieve wealth. So, you turn a blind eye to what is possible to keep the people of Jamaica poor. Bob Marley saying the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. In the abundance of immense wealth, Jamaicans are poor. Cartel spent 13 years in prison, walk out, and is now a billionaire. Because of the culture and the creative industry. Just look around your people and ask yourself why our government refuse to look at the culture and the creative industry, spend $40 billion Jamaican. And when you spend $40 billion Jamaican over 3 years, you're going to start make 7 billion US after 4 or 5 years, after 5 years. And after 15 years, that should reach 30 billion US dollars annually. What is wrong with striving for that? Then you tell me that you love people. You love control people. You don't love people. Eh? I'm a living while I'm living to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day. With all the hike in the price, arm and leg we have to pay while our leaders play. Yeah? Oh boy. You know the song say, thief never love to see thief with long bag. No love for the people who, no, it's a all I see people are rip and a rob all a grab. Thief never love to see thief with long bag. No love for the people who are suffer real bad. Where is your humanity? Where is your passion for people? Where is the love to see people strive? That not there. And that's why they are not pushing the culture and the creative industry. That is why they are not pushing production. That is why the government is a government that promotes consumption and neglect production. And you know, fools seldom differ. Great minds think alike. And you have some people who never come up with nothing for themselves. They never think about nothing and say, let's try this or try that. But they follow and they carry line. So, Rosemary Shaw produced some invoices, or an invoice, I should say, of a transaction at Western Sports. And we put it out there. And when we put it out there, we realize a lot of people jump on and I say a lot of things. And when you look at the comments made by people who claim to them have sense, you have to wonder, Lord, how them people gonna walk out in a big truck and chocolate them down at daytime. So we ask the Almighty to protect them, because they can't protect themselves. Cannot protect themselves. I want to remind my listeners and viewers of the allegations made by Rosemary Shaw. And also, what is it the focus is on? Because some people are trying to move the focus now. We see Michelle Charles come out and respond to the whole issue of she going to the hospital. I could tell you something, Michelle Charles. You showing up at the hospital is wrong. But remember, that is not major. It's not major. This is what is major. Very, very disturbing, because people are talking about the junior minister in the Ministry of Health inviting the former MP, and we're going to talk about that. But here is something, my listeners and viewers, more serious and dangerous than what happened at the hospital. Rosemary Shaw, tell us what you found about the CDA fund and Michelle Charles.
Shaka, when I delve into the expenditure of the former member of parliament, there was I think it was about close to $900,000 at the Western Sports that was allocated. 2 clubs wrote letters to the member of parliament asking for assistance.
Yes.
And she used those clubs' name, and I can call it. One of the clubs is in Johnstone, the other one is Portmorant All-Star.
Yes.
That those clubs wrote asking for assistance.
Yes.
It was approved, and the money was at the Western Sports. Can you imagine the member of parliament, after losing on October 18th, authorized her driver to go to Western Sports to pick up personal items? And I tell you, these are personal items that she wear. You see her jumping up and down in some kites.
Leggings.
Right? I have the receipt,
Yes.
the caps, the boots, and all of those things.
And what date? Tell us the date again, Rosemary Shaw.
October 18th, 2025.
Michelle Charles sent her driver to Western Sports to collect items, personal items, on a CDF account. She collect cap. She collect leggings.
Yes.
She collect
heel balm.
What?
Something called heel balm. I have the invoices.
Heel balm. On the 18th of October. Isn't this a police matter, Rosemary Shaw?
I would think so, because these are taxpayers' money. It's not Michelle Charles' money.
Have you sent this receipt to the Integrity Commission?
Well, what I've done, I followed procedure. I got in touch with the head of CDF, Mrs. Rochester. I sent her an email, and I also sent a follow-up email with the receipts and all the evidences. Yeah, and I tell you, persons were shocked.
Stand up. Stand up. With all that going around, that is what we need to respond to. We don't want nobody go quiet on this and I talk about who show up at hospital. Who show up at hospital is a breach of protocol. These allegations are criminal. These allegations are criminal. It's not a joke matter, this. So I don't want nobody can tell me about no hospital who show up. Who show up. The police needs to be involved. Marlon Morgan can't talk. Marlon Morgan, you see? Let me tell you something. Them know who tough and who soft, you know. Them know who tough and who soft. When Marlon Morgan come here, I say me give him a lot of time. But me give him a whole heap of rope for himself. So when you really listen back to the tape, you realize that them soft like porridge. That's why they love to beat them chests and talk about how good they are and who are play ball game and who know truth. What truth? This. I'm going to send it to him. I send it to Marlon. Because Marlon Morgan sent me a clip with a little idiot boy from Bournebrook named Brown Man. Pan a truck a throw off some son and say eyes at Barber Green. And Marlon send me that and say, what is this? So me send back dead with laugh. So him said that not funny. So me said, no, this can only be funny. So when I send him the Michelle Charles thing with Rose Shaw, me send him that and I said, this is not funny. And him said, noted and agree. Because it's not funny. It's not funny. That is illegal. It is illegal. I may call upon the people of Jamaica. We call for answers. The shortened version, that video on Portland Spice TV. Wanna make it go viral for me, please and thank you. Everybody where I watch the channel now, when you come off, share it. Just go up on YouTube. You see the video with Rosemary Shaw. Yeah? And let me tell you, the video label, how can a former GLP MP after losing in September still have access to CDF funds? So, me want it to go viral. Make everybody around the world hear about it. Carla, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Shaka, and good evening to your viewers.
Yeah, man, welcome.
Welcome. Hey, Shaka.
Yes, Kashan.
Let me tell you something. I don't think anything gonna come out of this. I'm gonna give you a backstory, Shaka.
Yeah.
In America, you have a police commissioner, Shaka. Him didn't file him taxes, and the reason why him never filed him taxes, Shaka,
yeah,
his mother was undergoing cancer treatment.
Yeah.
And he wanted the extra money. You know what the state did to him, Shaka? They fired him.
I mean, you can't ramp with US tax money. And that's why I said Jamaica is a banana republic.
Jamaica is running like a banana republic. Shaka, let me tell you something, Shaka. You see, when you have a leader who is not certified but is handling the finances of a country,
how that work?
It cannot work. When you have a junior minister of finance that refuse to file his statutory declaration and refuse to be honest, you see what I know?
Refuse to hand over information to the Integrity
Okay,
Commission.
all right.
On the backside, that must happen. How them there's something happening in our country? That don't say it's a country of laws.
But Shaka, that shows you that the court is not working, because I'm going to tell you something, Shaka. You see, in America, if you don't file a taxes, Shaka, you see when you see Andrew and all of them say them write to it and we write back to them, that don't happen.
No, man,
them have a
when them call it the IRS?
The IRS.
IRS not king teeth on plastic.
No, them have them just like how you would have the parish, Shaka. Them have the parish taxes, and then them have the federal taxes.
They have the federal taxes, yeah.
You see, if you don't pay your taxes, Shaka, you can't renew your driver's license. If you have a passport, them take away your passport.
I'll give you a joke. I'll give you a joke. You know the duo in Casey and Jojo?
Yeah.
We booked Casey and Jojo for a show in a Jamaica. And you know why they couldn't come at the show?
Because them owe taxes, so them can't fly.
No, it's not even taxes. Child maintenance.
But Chaka is the same thing. If you owe child support, it's slightly different. But if you owe child support, Chaka,
you can't fly.
You can't fly. You can't lie. You can't license a car, Shaka. You can't register a car. You see? As a matter of fact, if you have a job, them not ask you, them are come seize the money.
Hey.
If you have 401k, Shaka, them are going in your money. But what I'm saying, Shaka, the gist of what I'm saying is that if you have people who in charge of the government, who are running the government, and they are the biggest lawbreakers in the country, things won't change, Shaka.
Let me tell you something, Caution.
When you look at
Caution,
this time,
hold on, Caution. You have a boy named Weena and one named Neighbor. And well, Labor right blogger their name. I'm blogger them.
You know, me not even watch them, Shaka.
You have a girl named Munchi. Me watch them, brother, because you see this ball game, yeah? Me have to know where everybody are play. But you see, all of them people have no credibility, no character, no morals. None of the GLP bloggers have no moral authority. Because you are defending a leader who for 4-5 years, then the one when you're winner, me remarks about Mark Holding statutory filing for 2024. He has a right to ask, but while asking that, you must demand Andrew Wellness one for the last 4 or 5 years. When was the last time you see a summary of Andrew Wellness filing? Oh, the dep on social media, I defend them a kind of garbage and nastiness. Labor right bloggers are a set of crowbaits.
But Shaka, the reason why they can defend them in a Shaka is because the president is set by the top. Shaka, a lot of the problems we're having is set by the top, Shaka. Shaka,
No.
when you see hotels, when you see like the nurses, the other day me see you have the minister and him talking about the nurses and talking about tax deduction, talking about deduction, Shaka. Shaka, you know, say me used to work at coffee industry board in the 2000, Shaka.
Yeah.
And you know, say coffee industry board was run by the government.
Yes.
And let me tell you something, Shaka. We joined credit union. And let me tell you something. This is from in the early 2000s.
You think you tell you that story already, Caution?
No, this was about the coffee. This is about the deduction when I tell you about Shaka.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Our deduction, we're supposed to go the credit union, Shaka. Sometime 2 months it used to delay.
Yeah.
You hear me say? You have people who used to work, coffee used to employ like 300 and something women. Them paying them housing trust, and when them go, no did it.
No,
just like
over.
As a matter of fact, company take it and gone with it. So some of the problems we're having, Shaka, the government is the one who's making the rules and breaking the rules. When you see in 2025, now we're in 2026, and we're still having conversations about overtime.
But brother,
when that's
you hear how much, you hear how the doctors are working. You hear Lambert Brown said Saturday morning that sometimes in 1 weekend a doctor between him on call and him physical working is 72 hours him a beat.
But Shaka, in America, you will have a doctor work 16 or may go to 24 hours, Shaka. But I'm going to tell you something, Shaka. The difference between Jamaica and here, Shaka, the doctor was not scheduled to work. In Jamaica, the nurses and the doctors, Shaka, even though they are not on the roster, they know that there's nobody to replace them and the government don't hire people. The question is, out of the amount of doctors where Christopher let go from Cuba, how many of those doctors has he hired? I have cousin right now who graduate from university and they are Jamaican, can't get a nursing job. There are nurses there, Shaka, who can't get a job.
But Caution, you hear Lambert Brown told us yesterday morning that there are some serious shortage in the health sector. Shortage of
I know.
nurses, shortage of doctors.
I know, but I'm saying there's a shortage, Shaka, and them conduct a job fair. In
Yeah, man.
Jamaica, them conduct the job fair in a Shaka, and you still have nurses today, up to today, Shaka, when I get an interview. Come here, tell us my cousin at the batch.
Brother, let me tell you something. Anybody who is saying to us that this country is running good, they are a set of devious and wicked people. Wicked.
Well, me not call them wicked in a Shaka. Me can't call them wicked. You know why, Shaka? Because
Why?
God make good and evil. God make night and day.
Yes.
So me call them the darkness in the world. Because Shaka, when you have people can lead the people astray. Shaka Michelle Charles should have resigned from when she built the road go for her father property in St. Thomas. Nobody know live there, you know, Shaka.
$60 million she spent on the road.
Shaka, me say she should have gone to jail, Shaka, because she can't say a people say this road to fix. But you cannot expect any better. And me tell you already, and me tell other vloggers already, Shaka, one of the biggest problem Andrew is having right now is that PNP has 28 MPs.
Mm.
And Andrew knows that if he put the money in the PNP MP's hand, him don't want to take no picture with them. It's not like him can go and say, yes, I mean to do this.
So why him can't say, of course he can. Of course
yes,
he can.
But Chaka,
he's the prime
just
minister
like
of the
man
country.
force up himself. Just like how the man force up himself in a Shaka. And go stand up with Richard Curry in a Shaka.
Yeah.
Him never want to in a Shaka.
Yeah, but him at the prime minister, that's why I say Andrew Holness must now put on big man trousers and do some big man work because I behave like a boy.
But him is a boy.
Me not call him a boy.
When you have a man
like a boy
leading a country, when you have a man leading a country, Shaka, and the man cannot step aside. Him cannot step aside when everything is going haywire.
But
and every time something busts out, you notice team stance. Team stance is not to talk about the two term when I'm leading, is always to talk about 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah, because he's trying to divert attention from himself.
That's exactly what he do. So it reaches a stage. Let me tell you my honest opinion, Chaka, where Jamaica is right now.
Mm.
You see the talking, you see if you sit down and expect say they're going to do the right thing, it's not going to happen.
Somebody is saying that no doctor in the US can work for 24 hours.
No, they might not work for 24 hours, Shaka, but they will be there. They work 16.
And they are on call for another 8. So you basically
are they are on call.
Right. So you basically wait.
But they are on call, you're basically waiting. It would be like you have a friend. Her job is to clean the instrument in the hospital.
Yeah.
And she will say, okay, she will go on call.
Mm.
And just for her to be on call, Shaka, even if them don't call her, they must pay her $30-something an hour.
Yes, man. My mother.
You hear me?
At Jamaica,
when they tell them say they on call, Shaka. Them going to call them,
Not most. But they are also paid. My mother used to be the theater technician at the Port Antonio Hospital. And when she's on call, you get paid. Whether you get call or not, you're paid.
So the only solution I can tell you right now, Shaka, to Jamaica's problem. You see, like how you are talking and you are stand up, Shaka. You see, if the people don't get up, it's not gonna change. And the people them should have realized when the one down at Westmoreland named George Wright, that's his name. When George Wright, when him show up and him collected the food, and you have the security forces who stand there and watch a man who is not the MP collect the food, and when you don't see or hear who give George Wright the information about the food is coming, what time is coming, we in problem, Shaka. We in problems, and it can't solve by talking. The people have to block the street and lock it down, Shaka. Them now go get nothing. Nothing them now go get. Nothing at all them now go get. See, Andrew draw him and for really building houses to the people. People if you take Peter's seal and mark that, you know. Look how much time you have to even give the people them the material. You had nothing prepared for them.
Brother.
Nothing. And there's nothing in the pipeline for the people until they stand up. Until they stand up, because we are spending more money in the country than our budget
and
things
caution,
we need.
that is one of the reasons why I'm very upset with the people who are on social media and mislead the people of Jamaica. And that's why I said to Prime Minister Andrew Holness, I am at the front on the war against misinformation, because Andrew Holness, your government and your vloggers and bloggers are the main proponents of misinformation in this country. You guys are the ones who are misleading the people, and you need to stop it.
And that's the truth, Tracker. And if you want to put a cap on it, you can tell when him there right up. Say the same way him say the money for the man who did lock up for 57 years is too much. Him should have say, listen, as the justice minister, here we are going now. Dalrymple, the money with them charge you too small. Me carry you go back a court.
Yeah, because you can appeal that ruling too.
Exactly. But nothing is happening, Shaka. Nothing is happening. Even the drug bust that's happening just this weekend, Shaka.
Yeah.
And confident, Shaka.
And let me tell you, caution. I got a call on the program. I don't remember if it was Friday morning or was it yesterday morning, Madam Producer, when the man said extradition orders come down for some people.
Yeah.
So, well, my contact called me yesterday morning and said, yes, there are 7 orders. 7.
But Chaka, listen when me I tell you, Chaka, and if you want to believe, and if the rest of viewers want to believe, most of the time we see certain drug busts in Jamaica, it's not the Jamaica government do it.
Yeah.
And the only reason why them do it, Chaka, you see from point A to point B, America make them know, say, yo, listen, we know, pick them up here, so pick them up there, so.
Yes.
I'm going to show you something, Chaka. You see them say them arrest a JDF sold off for 60,000 rounds, right, Chaka?
Yeah, and some guns.
All right, listen now, Shaka. How many drugs we have coming out of the country? And the drugs and the guns, it have an address and it have a name.
And they're not picking up nobody when they find them.
And they're not picking up nobody.
Ponder.
But now them are going to tell you, say, this name and this person, Shaka, they didn't do it off of their own renaissance, Shaka. It was done by the American government. And so them are paint the story now, Shaka, because that's all they do now, Shaka. They're painting the picture now.
Yes.
Like they are working. But everything that they are doing, the American government is aware. You can't tell them the same story all the time. Crime is down, but you have the same story when you kill youth, them return a fire.
Or them fire for you first. How these Jamaican gunmen them so foolish? 6, 7 police, 20 police, and fire for the police them. Lord. My brother, thanks for the call here. We talk again.
All right, my brother, take care.
One love. No. Somebody need to tell me how our people them so fool. Hold on the excellence. Hold on there. I can tell the people we caution just talk about. Hold on.
And now the stories. A member of the Jamaica Defense Force is now in custody, charged with shipping a large quantity of guns and ammunition into the country. Radio Jamaica News was informed that the JDF private was charged on Friday by the Firearms and Narcotics Division with conspiracy to traffic firearms into the island. He was arrested last week following an investigation into the shipment of 28 illegal guns and more than 6,000 rounds of ammunition into the country.
This is money that build in one army. Is that army? This is money that build, Madam Producer. Tell Nicky if you do the same for me. Is a army this is money I build? And the big man too. Caller, good evening, welcome.
Shaka fame.
Wagwan, my brother.
Is it Colin Anthony Bell?
Yes, sir.
Or is it Colin Augustus Bell?
Anthony.
Shaka,
Yeah.
me really have to call you because I saw a clipping on social media. And I really want to understand what that clipping. It involves you, you know,
Yes.
and the newly elected member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas.
Yes.
And there was a dicey allegation made
Yes.
about the former member of parliament of Eastern St. Thomas.
Yes.
Shaka, if you are not authorized, let's and I would love for your good friend and caller, the one from St. Mary, who they call nephew.
Nephew call yesterday morning. Nephew say me embarrassed. Me shouldn't put it on TikTok. Mr. Bell, why you had to put it on TikTok? You couldn't wait for about 2 weeks. Me say nephew embarrassed. Him say yes, him embarrassed.
Never know him, but say he's asking to put it up. Do you see how complicit and how dirty nephew is? Because how can some I think this is a matter.
Excellent. Hold on there. You're using speakerphone or a headpiece?
Let me fix it here. I think this is a matter that should be escalated
And that's
to
why
see if
we're
there's a
not dropping
criminal
it, you know.
charge that can be laid.
We're not dropping it, and I'm asking every individual on this platform right now. Hold on. Like I tell you, right now, we have close to 900 devices. Yeah? Watching this live. And we are asking everybody on the live to go back on Portland Spice TV. We cut off a little piece. You don't have to send the whole light. But go to the link of that video that we do with Michelle Charles, Rosemary Shaw, and we put up the receipt. The video is about 6 minutes long. About 6 minutes long. I want you all to share that video for me. Because this excellent must go viral. It must not be allowed
like
to
those.
just drop so.
No, allegation like those. And then with what? If this should be escalated to become a police matter.
And then you hear what she respond to today?
What did she say today?
Hear the response. Hold on, I'm going to find it and make you hear it. Because she come
This
out
should
with
be
a
a police
response.
matter.
She come out with a response. But the response, excellence, is not to the significant matter.
Oh, it was the one about
No, not that
she
one.
leave her office and go.
Yes, she hear that Crystal Lee will be down there. So she went
No,
to say hi.
let us bypass that.
She went to say
But
hi,
most
and the people at the hospital recognize her and ask her to stay. I wouldn't think
you
a
see,
jackass,
Shaka,
man.
there's that thing called delusion of grandeur. There's a psychiatric diagnosis called delusion of grandeur. I think she might be living near that diagnosis. But Shaka, if you are spending public funds without authorization, anybody at all without authorization, it's tantamount to a criminal matter. And I think the matter should be escalated to the police. And let the chips fall where they may. So if the member of parliament is making false accusations against her, let the chips fall the foot of the member of parliament at her feet. Or if Dr. Charles did what is accused, let the chips fall where they may. But this is a matter that should not be taken lightly.
Hold on, Excellence.
I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State, the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remained focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And I will always engage respectfully with institutions serving our communities. The statement from Philip Paulwell about the government bypassing elected representatives is false and lacks merit.
So this is a matter, Shaka, that
Yeah.
the JLP should answer to the Jamaica Labour Party. If the thing about this whole Western sport and whatever it is a fact, then the JLP should come out and distance itself from Michelle Charles and make a public statement. The party should respond to this matter.
Well, you know, I think there should be a wide-scale investigation of
And then
if
this should
there's
escalate to
anybody
the
else.
police. There should be a police matter.
It ought to be a police matter. How can it not be?
Because how could I, if allegations are true, how could I spend CDF money and I am not in charge of a constituency?
The producer is saying that there should be a broad-scale investigation to find out if there are other former members of parliament who, after the election,
were spending CDF money. No, Shaka, this is serious, you know.
It's
this
not
is
a
very
joke thing.
serious.
It's not a joke thing. And I'm telling people.
And the People's National Party, who represents His Majesty loyal opposition, should not let a matter like this die a natural death, but should dig the trench and find the truth.
I wonder if Parliament is going to be held tomorrow.
The matter, for the probity of our democracy, the matter needs to be properly ventilated, and the chips fall where they may. Because if these allegations are true, then she should be held responsible. And if the member of parliament is being facetious, then she should be held responsible.
Yeah, man, because you can't come in at the public and tarnish people, name them the way they.
So this is something that needs to be ventilated, and ventilated with a fine-teeth comb.
Let me ask you something excellent. I don't know if you heard the interview with Lambert Brown Saturday morning.
Oh my gosh, Shaka. Shaka, you talking about the doctors?
Yes, man.
Shaka, let me tell you something, Shaka.
No, because let me tell you something. If it wasn't Lambert, maybe I would have cut him off and said, man, you're too damn lie. But I know Lambert Brown, and Lambert Brown is a man who stick to his facts and his notes. So I know Lambert not coming here to spread no propaganda.
I have known Lambert for a long period of my life. Lambert, my mother used to work with Lambert Union. And I know Lambert to be a man of integrity.
Yes, sir.
And then come out, come spread the rumor.
Listen, that's why I never cut off the man yesterday. If it was somebody else, maybe I would have said, listen, I have to verify this before I can allow you to continue.
But you lead me to my final point, Shaka.
No, but
I don't know if you saw.
Hold on, no, I want to hear your views.
You want to hear my views?
On what Lambert said on doctors working, physically working and on call 72 hours non-stop. What can go so?
It's a common practice.
What?
It's a very common practice, Shaka.
Listen, if
you go to some hospital,
if me never know
you find it's a common practice.
If me never know you, me cut you after, you know. You know, say
it's a common
practice. 72 hours.
Shaka, in many hospitals, let me tell you something to you. Go up to Port Antonio Hospital right now and look at the doctor who is on. Just look at how Port Antonio Hospital run. Look at the doctor who's on call to. How much doctor you have on call at Port Antonio tonight, Shaka?
I can't find out.
Port Antonio provide pediatrics, they provide internal medicine, they provide surgical, and they provide obs and gynae. And yes. I'm going to ask you if each of those services have one doctor on call for each of those services. And I'm sure we know.
As far as I know, we don't have a permanent pediatric doctor at the Port Antonio Hospital. I think the pediatric doctor comes every Tuesday for
from anatomy.
Yeah, for half day.
All right,
He
so let me
works at
ask
the
you a
hospital
question
for
now.
half day, and then he do a private practice for the next half day. And I've
So let me ask you a
I've
question
been
now.
telling the people of Portland that is a disservice to our children. We should have a
Let me ask.
full-time pediatric doctor at the Port Antonio Hospital. But I say no
So
more.
let me ask you a question now.
Yes.
What is the population of Portland?
Population of Portland is between
East and
70
west.
and 80,000.
All right. And Portland, you see, so the nearest pediatric service you can find would be Princess Margaret.
From one
So if
side
you
and
live at
another,
Hector's River,
from one side and another be from the other side. Yeah.
if you live at Hector's River, you have to travel perhaps 20 kilometers to get there. So if you live a place like Long Bay,
Yeah.
you see how far you have to travel?
Either way.
So I'm going to say this to you. So if a baby born at Port Antonio Hospital right now and have certain complications, you don't have a pediatric specialist to help to stabilize that baby.
No.
They must walk to hospital and get telephone instructions and try their best and then to ship that baby off to Another or Princess Margaret or worse yet
You see,
to UE.
excellence. I've been telling the people of Portland that there are some things that we must advocate for. It cannot be fear that a parish should one hospital. That hospital is a type C hospital. It must be a minimum of a type B hospital. It couldn't be less.
And you have Portland from 2007 till I name it, get your own name. But you don't have a proper functioning hospital.
2007?
And you get your own name.
Yeah.
And you don't have a proper hospital.
No. And you don't even make sure that the one that is there get to a standard that people are comfortable with it. They have no care for the people who are suffering real bad.
So just think about it, you know. Think about it.
Hold on now, Carla, to hear from you that it is a common practice in Jamaican hospitals for doctors to be working 72 hours between Friday and Sunday, and maybe
in some hospitals.
In some
hospitals, yeah, man.
And maybe I have to go work Monday morning too.
Shaka.
But isn't that dangerous from a professional standpoint? Isn't that a dangerous thing?
How many times a year said doctors that run off a road and crash and pass on in Jamaica? I want to hear a year said they're on 36-hour, 48-hour shift.
Lambert told us about a doctor who dropped down there at Nataby Hospital. I don't remember the incident, and I didn't get the time today to check it out. Who was that doctor?
So people tell us, Shaka, burnout is real.
Yeah.
I can't remember, I know. All right, a ward doctor. Let me give an example. I'm going to give you a simple example. A ward doctor who go to Port Antonio right now and go there Sunday morning, yesterday morning, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
To start a Sunday duty. If he's on the ward, he's on call for 24 hours. That means same duty finish Monday morning, 8 o'clock. And that same resident or medical officer will have to continue working at least
to 4 o'clock
until 4 o'clock Monday afternoon.
Because he's rostered to work 8 o'clock Monday morning.
And if it's only two of them there for the service, by the time he go home 4 o'clock, I'll finish. So by the time I go home and come back the next day, he might be on duty again.
Brother, it's rough.
Or sometimes they say, guess what? We are going to split it up. You do 2 days straight, me do 2 days straight, and that's how we can do it. Because two of them on the service.
But my friend,
and the service has to be covered.
My friend, is that safe?
It's not
doesn't
safe.
That compromises the doctor's decision-making process?
It does two things. The burnout we face, one, it reduces the quality of care sometimes we can give to the patient.
There you go.
It causes irritability. Your focus in a shocker. Your focus starts shift when you get really tired
Of
and not
course.
sleeping.
Of course.
You are
And a
more
must.
prone to make mistakes.
You're more
And
miserable.
in medicine, one mistake can be fatal.
Of course. So how can that be safe? That has been my question from Saturday morning. How can this be safe? It cannot be safe.
But Shaka, the worst part about it, the man them put out the work and then not get the money same way.
Tell her now. Tell her now. Tell her.
That's the worst part about it. They go through the burnout, then go through the pain and the agony, the sleep deprivation, the compromise of their social life and their family life at times because of the time of spend in the hospital. The compromise of their spiritual life because someone who believe in God and go to church on Sunday can't go, or go to church on Saturday can't go because of work duty. And they sacrifice all of this, but yet still the government don't want to give them the money.
So we have serious health crisis in Jamaica.
But you know, here the minister say my call for the nurses, the specialist nurses in the diaspora to come back to Jamaica, come work and build Jamaica.
Minister sick.
How can you ask a visitor to come in your yard when your house dirty?
I could have tell you something about asking them specialist nurse. I know the kind of money that them specialist nurse they work abroad.
Shaka, we know that.
I have a
We know
very
the
good
money.
idea. So
They can't pay it. And I said to somebody today, if I am a specialist nurse and I make my money in the US, 150, 160,000.
a year.
Sometimes 120, depending over there.
Yeah.
And you have to ask to come and drink and work for 45, 50,000, 60,000 US a year. What me I go do, I go wait until me reach retirement and be tired and just want to relax.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what gonna happen.
Why not have a nurse retention plan so that those who are here already
Stay
don't
here.
have to leave?
Yeah.
Make them stay. And then though, if you want some extra, you can try to attract them. Because what if do it, Shaka? Those who gonna come, are the whole people, who tired and have passed their better
Excellence.
days of working.
I keep you
So
on.
we saw a be old nurse, we saw a be old retired nurse from America. I follow the Jamaican system, a geriatric nursing system we have.
Excellence. We have to run. I keep you on so
All
long
right,
because I know what I know that the others don't know. And that you know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you, my brother.
All right, brother. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. You see, caller, let me tell you something. This cannot be safe. That's all.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bell.
Good afternoon and welcome, my lady.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
The pleasure is
You know,
mine.
God, yes. Andrew Wellness put himself there for a fall. Maybe there was no other way to take him out. When all of the what they go on now. Vote couldn't take him out. He forced back himself in a power for shame and disgrace and scandal. You know, when you run a race and this how it look, it just coming like the race is coming to an end. I don't know how it going to take him down, but something going to take him down because he going like him a buck and dopey conqueror. And he's untouchable. My daughter grandmother would have say, you see, when the woman she have the baby and she clip her finger go and she clap and the pain lick her go and she always tell me, she said, nobody now, God now give nobody more than what they can bear. And he said, when God realized, say, you can't take the pain no more, then the baby come. It's like the Jamaican people. God, when God realized, say, this is too much, he going to step in. I don't know how we going to work. And then God, you see, our timing and God timing.
Two different timing.
Because me want him, yes, me want him come down, You think me no want him come down? But guess what? He only pull More rope and more rope. Cause wrapping the wrap around the neck, you know, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
In the wrap around the neck, in the wrap around the neck. You just say give him rope
Give him
and
rope.
time.
Yes, God and
Yes,
time.
fee hang himself. Trust me, one of these days we're going to rejoice. Andrew Wellness must come down because this is too much. Every platform we go up and apart from Kete labor right blogger them. Everybody they talk about it. Me not listen one this morning where a few program, me no remember where the lady, me no think so. I think so many listen with Muta, where the girl was saying about the sleeping bags and all of them something there, you know, and him want
Yeah.
come in with the voucher and you know, Muta say you get the things them for the people them and you know. And then again now, me see the lady her name Dana Abal for she must have sent down some box. And then everybody did want cut Bojo neck.
Yeah.
Because then claim say Bojo a cokehead. And I like Bojo they tell me, say upon one platform, I call out to drivers. Me say,
Oh,
oh,
tell
cause
her.
everybody when they lick
What we
out
are say?
against yes, upon
So,
one platform this morning.
so then
I
going
say,
auntie than a barrel too?
I know Barrel, she said she sent down some box.
Yeah, man, all them for go away.
And she a show
All them
Panner,
a
me find a
support
garage.
nastiness and
Yeah,
slackness them a support.
Nobody to them like Andrew. So when me see she come out, me say, eh. She a say she send down the box. Me tell you and the truth, me never two in her, but me I tell you what me hear. Like she a say she send down was a 3 box or 4 box.
Yeah.
And them a tell her say, she say when she call or whoever she talk to them say, she won't get the box because through the hurricane relief, whatever, she would have get it by such time. And now she come down, she say she come down from when, me no remember the date. She come down from when and she no want left and go back. And the things them not come. So she a call out Andrew Wellness.
Tell
She a
her.
call out Daryl
Tell
Vaz. Me
her.
say, eh.
I
Me
want
say
them
you
there.
get licked too. So she have some mattress in her some place. She say
Eh.
she want go give to the people them.
Eh.
So me I say you see it. When Bojo did in a film, look at everybody cuss Bojo like a dog because you hear me
You
say
see,
I lie my tail
let me
from the
tell you something.
government.
Let me tell you something. There's a mix up where people have to understand. Anything will go through
Mm-hmm.
the airport or the ship port, people say are
Mhm.
customs. It's not only customs
Yes.
that deal with the thing. You understand?
Mhm.
So it might not
Yeah.
be the custom officers themselves are going to people thing, but other people did it are going to people
I'll
things.
go in it.
You understand? But
Yeah.
people just say are
Mhm.
customs. Yeah, just broad
Okay.
brush the whole thing and use the name customs. But and not
Right.
necessarily custom, but people going up people things.
She explain I said them say it would have reached by then and it would have them a go strip it
All
and now
them
she
there,
come. She can't get me. I say, whoa, what me
caller,
a hear because me
all
no
them there I
eh?
support the slackness where I go on at Jamaica. So all
Yeah, so when
them
me
there.
hear she a lick out, me never hear she in particular say nothing about Buju, but you know say Andrew can't rank for them. So
Yeah,
when
man.
me hear, I remember everybody did the palm Buju, I say a lie, that no come and everybody you know, do what them a do. So when she come out and a lick out say she can't get her things, then me I say, hey, you I feel it too.
Thank you,
So,
caller.
you know,
Pressure upon
so
them.
it
Little
only,
more.
yeah.
Blessings.
All right, Mr. Bell.
Yeah, man. 876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. And of course, I want to keep this Michelle Charles thing here on the forefront. I want to keep it on the forefront. Oh, Michelle Charles must spend government money when she's not MP. This is a police matter. Auntie Winnie Man, good evening.
Good evening, my son. How are you?
I am
Now,
fine,
Andy,
thank you.
listen to me.
Yes.
I want the PNP tomorrow
Yes.
to bring this up. And if they don't bring it up, them and I gonna have it bad. So any of the PNP that going in Parliament tomorrow is listening to Mr. Bell, please tell Mr. Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, Damian Crawford, all those who, to talk about it, and Miss Rose as well. They got to bring it up. They have to bring it up. This is Stephen. Everything we let go, the 1.4 million that Darren royalty.
Hey, hold on. Careful, Auntie Winnie.
Listen to me.
Be
My
careful,
name
Auntie
is
Winnie.
Winnie. All right. Well, The 1.4 is said by $1 bus gone, right?
Please step back that argument because Auntie Winnie.
All right, all right. Yeah, I'm taking it back then.
Take back
Okay?
that argument because.
But don't forget, he said he bought the buses and he threw a right rum on them.
Mm-hmm.
And when this gentleman, Mr. Rottigan, went to check, the buses were $1.
We know, Auntie Winnie, we know that somebody stole some of that 1.4 billion.
Oh, anyway, let me come off that. The drill with Topton, all that gone. The 80 million gone. You mean everything gone? And it's just because the JLP think they own Jamaica, they can do as they like and walk up. I'm telling Mr. Mark Golding and the big up them in the PNP. When Miss Rowe somebody must bring this up in Parliament tomorrow.
And there will be Parliament tomorrow. I just got the confirmation that Parliament is on tomorrow.
It's on, I know, on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Right? So they got to bring it up. And if the woman, this size 13, turn off the mic, stand up and don't sit down. All stand up. Don't walk out. All stand up. This is getting too much.
Where you move, man? Stay up on the line and stop move, man. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, and it's getting out of order. Every time we got to talk, she turn off the mic. When it's about time now, don't walk out. Don't press conference. Stay, stand up. All stand up till she learn her lesson that she cannot push everybody around. She can't push Wilmington, so why she want to push our
exactly
people? Come on now, it's 3 months now. Oh, come on, wake up now. If I could only talk to Mr. Mark Golding or Dayton Campbell, I would tell them.
Send me a voice note. Send me a voice note that you want to go to date now, Mark, and I'll send it on for you. All right?
All right, darling. Thank you.
Thank you, Aunt Winnie. Marshy.
Yeah, man. Evening. How you do?
Wagwan. You don't know the number. Save the number in your phone.
Number in your phone, but when I call the regular number, when you know me, you say it gone to wherever.
No, man, you have to just put one, make certain you have one before it. Go ahead.
All right. The commanding officer for St. James.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to have a talk with him.
That's the police commanding officer?
Yeah.
How would I St. James again? What name? I don't remember. Is that we can find out how? We can try.
Yeah.
We can try.
Yes. Because him said also them killed the 4-year-old baby and I was not targeted.
Okay.
Okay. Now listen to me now. As far as I know, you're supposed to fire at a target.
But must.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know one shot fire there, sir. I mean, here nobody take on the man about the fool argument and then come with a regular argument, but it is unfortunate and we're tired of them argument there.
Yeah.
But
as we said Saturday morning, it's an unfortunate government too.
All right. Come here, listen to you, somebody take on the man. No. Quickly.
Yeah, man.
Who is the member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas?
I think it's this beautiful lady here, Rosemary Shaw.
That is what I believe.
That's what I thought.
That is who I believe. Yes. But as far to when it look like it's Michelle Charles. Who them vote for over there? Look at a decent, beautiful woman. And somebody want to replace her with, well, me not disrespect no woman.
Not at all.
But certain kind of behavior.
Yes.
Wow. And now me want to know where this week Jellyback PNP, do you know me still a call upon them?
Well, you see, tomorrow is Parliament, but I am not waiting on Parliament.
You're sure there will be?
Well, yes,
there be?
I got confirmation that Parliament is on tomorrow. But you know what is my problem? This issue of the money that she spent on the 18th of October don't need Parliament. It need the police.
It don't need Parliament.
It need the Integrity Commission.
Yes. It needed this and the woman is so lie. The camera them a tell lie. Hit the
Take
camera,
people
them
for
a tell lie, Michelle. No, man. Hear me now. A 28 hour, get up in the parliament tomorrow. Make them run the whole 28 hour out of parliament,
They can't run
PNP.
out nobody.
This, they can't run out nobody. Michelle Charles get a stamp, mark DST. It will stop. This thing, we can't tolerate this anymore. And PNP need to cut out of the wishy-washy business. Right? Can you imagine somebody from the PNP do that? You imagine how Cliff Hughes, Judge Davis, and the whole nationwide crew. Can you imagine all those people that behave? And now them silent.
Well,
no, man.
Michelle Charles responded to the fact that she was at the hospital. Like she has said, she never did it. She was invited. What kind of rubbish that? This is what we want you to respond to Michelle Charles. This receipt up on the screen is what we want you to respond to. Come tell us that you don't know nothing about this. You don't have nothing to do with it. You never send nobody for this. Come tell with that.
And come, help me now. I would then call Heel Bar.
Madam Producer, I would then call. So what is that? But it's something that sports people use to, I think, make your heel be more comfortable in the shoes and
me they believe so too. What kind of sports she in a
$36,000 worth of stuff they collect after they were voted out and booted out of office. Oh, you're collecting
and I was made to understand. That the football club don't see that.
No, they don't even know if they never even did know anything confirmed.
Lord, you know what?
I also have the letters, that the football club wrote.
Yeah.
I have those letters too.
Yes. No, listen to me. This is where the unknown tongues at church. The one where say
little more, Marshy. Little more. Go ahead, caller.
All right, blessing, Colin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's some issue happening in Jamaica that I mean, everybody have what they want to talk about, and that's good. But one of the issues that I have is just the killing, the unaliving of Jamaica and men.
Yes.
I don't know what you see what is happening in America now, where the ICE agents kill a woman, and the entire country is erupt into protests and support. Man. And I'm saying, and if this happen anywhere in some democratic country, it would be the same thing in terms of people protest and come out. And I'm saying, last year we have 311 young men, and maybe most of them innocent. Maybe some of them deserving, which me not believe in a killing, because I'm not, God, I will leave everything to God. But if you take on the police, then you'll get where you get.
Yeah, man. If you take on the police, you must fear.
Yeah, you're supposed to get where you get. But I'm saying, it is clear that the police, the only thing is just to kill. It's just like what the Bible says, devil come to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what the police are going to do right now.
As I've been saying, and I want the labor right bloggers and bloggers to get this. I am saying that the government is playing a role in what is happening.
Of course, they are.
And I am calling on the government to come and tell me if they have given the police orders to shoot first and ask questions after. We want to know if the government tell the police that.
But the police are commissioned to talk clear. And then they never him say that.
Oh.
Him say now we are since the police are not the commissioner. The security minister said. They never said a good while ago.
Yeah, like he must say, basically, when the police shoot them, when I waste not ambulance and whatever. And theater time.
Listen, you see those stuff, even what the Prime Minister said about him, what his statement was again, Judge Jamaica. These are dangerous. These are dangerous.
Judge Jamaica.
It's dangerous.
I don't have a problem with that statement there,
Yeah, but
because if the police come for you and you fire for the police, you must meet your maker. But
yes,
if the police come for you and you open the door and let them in, you must face the judge.
But the thing is that the problem is the police, them have the upper hand. Them have the upper hand. Them can write anything that them report. Them can say anything. Them can just kill you and put anything on you. It's when the poor, it's really a crime to be poor. Because they know you when you're poor, you don't have the resources to fight the government or fight the state. Them get away with everything. Look at the young man, the man they killed long St. Elizabeth. The country supposed to erupt over them stuff there, The man also boy a mistaken identity. Them say no thing for say boy he a gang leader or something, him in a gang and him depend him radar and all them stuff there. Why everybody so quiet? What's the problem?
Because
why
crime
everybody
is
so
never
quiet?
wicked until it reach your doorstep, my brother.
My final point. Crime is down, but I'm telling you, so the fear of crime, murder is down. The fear of crime is worse than even the murder, Listen, you right now, if them say murder is down and probably they say, boy, you're safe now. But I can tell you, say, you're not safe. Because certain places you will never walk on none at all. You know walk on no, even though that's a boy crime in murder down. You don't never walk a certain place because the name alone are frighten you.
That
you know,
is
say
true.
boy, when live in a certain place, they must say a bad place that.
Yes.
So the fear not down.
Yeah.
But the country and a whole need to erupt body stuff that
but
it
if
is
murders are going
and
down,
God,
we will get there.
Well, but I said before, Colin, the country can be so silent and oppression and alive enough young men. As I said to you before, sooner or later Jamaica is going to be shorter men. These are men right now in endangered species.
So never say. All right. Thanks, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Blessings. You're listening to the Colin Bell Show. Yes, sister. Welcome here.
Yeah, good evening. Madam
Wagwan.
Producer and the whole family crew.
Bless up.
Well, me that class I be listen.
Yes.
Well, Colin, you know we're a Jamaican and we God fearing. You know say God sweet.
Tala.
And that's why
listen,
God saying
Uncle God could have been God, Uncle Jesus could have been God.
You know one part in the Bible. We don't remember a verse, but remember it well. When I say when they make it tower of Babel.
Yes.
And when they try to tap them and when you take a stop. Yeah. When you take a stop, Spanish start speak French and all different language.
Yeah, man, God make confusion come upon them.
Yeah. No, my Prime Minister. You see the confusion. You see the disgrace. We come down upon because if the thing is not of God, it must come down. What a disgrace, Michelle Charles. Just like when they take it, you rag and push up underneath the woman and say, this is a color behind. You remember?
Yes.
I saw God took no down. You remember?
Remember it like it was yesterday.
You remember when you try to style Dr. Fenton up at St. Thomas? You remember? All those things that come to pass. And Mr. Wanis, let me tell you something. Mr. Wanis. We go to college. No, we never go to college. But you know, go to college and you go, yes, on again, sir. But the best education is learning on the job. Because no matter where you pass and come out with it, and the job is different something. You know the basic, but when you start to do the job, you gravitate more and understand
the
more.
Practical part of the thing.
The practical part.
Yeah, because a whole heap of people know the theory, but they don't know the practical.
Practical. You surround yourself with such a people where everything that you do that is wrong, them support you. You don't have nobody to look at you. Or if them are doing it and you ignore them, you see what happened? You come out, you say 15 years the water gone. Where you, your brothers, sisters, your friend, whether we grew up on water gone, but you never come out and said, to the amount of drugs we are finding in our country, you are going to take a stand on it. Never. You never take a stand with the parliamentarian them around you who found guilty and be charged. You still put them back in your cabinet. Look what Michelle Charles can do now. Dalrymple, who is a liar, who know better, have done actually the same thing, and you give her a slap on the wrist and you put her back in the parliament. Michelle Charles is a disgrace in one family, but as people say, cheating of life from the black. And who sit down and who crucify Mark Golding. We have never done nothing because of politics and power. Now the power is losing. You're coming like a tire where a slow leak.
Dollar.
You come like a tire.
You soon get deflated.
You soon get deflated. And everybody can get deflated, you know. But it's the way how you get deflated. So you see, when you run down power and you tell you bagger like them, and you tell this and you say, no, I'm going to do that, and no, I'm going to do this, and you know this, and you're going to take me here, you're at church at that, but you are protect the Jamaican people. Sir, if you not protect the Jamaican people, so much young man police couldn't kill so much young man. And you as the prime minister, now come out, come say no.
Well, I guess he might protect me from outside force while leave us vulnerable to the inside forces.
and the police, police officers, 99.9% of you guys and ladies is from a poor papa background. Plenty of you have other ability, but because no parents could not afford it, that's why you just running high force. No, for a young man to take up a gun at all the while and point it for you never saw them bust shot. A young man, go for a target and have the target in no custody. Allow the target to come out and go and eat a bucket and take up a gun and point it at you and kill him. Look at the nonsense.
Rubbish.
Put out.
You know the same kind of rubbish here Michelle Charles can talk about.
Eh? Just full, me tell you, we can't find a Riverton dumb too good for put on. Eh?
Later.
But me can't tell you, say no. No for plenty of mothers who lose them the way. Need to put on white and put up the picture, blow them up, put them on cardboard, and find up a Hope Road at the where they call the commissioner office, go demonstrate peacefully, and then go to parliament. Get the system picture, put them up, broaden them, put them on cardboard, and go demonstrate. And you want to St. Elizabeth. It is so touching. And when you say the young man a thief and he wanted, you kill him, you're taking life.
You see, let me tell you something. This administration have a pattern of when they do them wrong, them blame people. You remember when the baby then dead or Christopher say the mother them fault?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
I could talk again.
How the mother them fault?
I could talk again.
I have 10 picnics. Eh?
I could talk
most of my picnic ban on my yard. Me cut my one neighbor tree.
What?
2 out of my picnic ban hospital, me cut my one neighbor tree.
How will you say?
And they healthy and fit like a what? But I tell you no, God on time.
God on time,
and
sister.
one
God
by
on time.
one, you go into jail.
Later.
Whether you don't like it or not.
Later.
Big up yourself.
876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. People.
I wish to clarify the circumstances surrounding my presence at the Princess Margaret Hospital on January the 9th, 2016. I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remain focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And I will always engage respectfully with institutions serving our communities. The statement from Philip Paulwell about the government bypassing elected representatives is false and lacks merit.
So hold on now. The government, did they call Rosemary Shaw? Because this woman is saying that what Philip Paulwell says false, that the government bypass the elected official. Was Rosemary Shaw called and invited on the tour with Crystal Lee? You know, Michelle Charles, I wonder if... Good evening, caller. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Hi, Colin. It's been a little bit of a while. I haven't called in. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. How about you?
I am well. Same
Blessings.
here. Thanks for asking, and hello to all on the chat.
Yes.
I am going to a little bit focus on this because you're right. We shouldn't drop this one with
No,
Miss
we're
Charles.
not drop it. We're not dropping this. This
Hear
supposed
what
to be a police matter.
Exactly. But hear Miss Charles' statement. And this is why she shouldn't have said anything.
Better she did keep her mouth
She should know
shut.
what was good. Exactly. Because you're in your office, your dental office, that's your normal routine. And someone called you and informed you that the state minister, Miss whatever named Lee or whatever, Crystal Lee,
yes,
is doing a tour visit, whatever, at the Princess Margaret Hospital. So this is the first thing you said. You got a call, yet prior to that, you said you were not.
You were not previously informed.
And you were not invited, but someone then, after you were in your office on the day of the tour, your dental office, someone called you and informed you that that is happening up there. So what's the contradiction here, Colin? That's one. Because obviously it's a huge contradiction, that's one.
Yes.
Two, she left her office and went over there, and she was recognized
by the staff who
so
asked her to stay.
Now, Colin, is that what are the I always asking this question, what are the requirements for being an MP? And when do you get them in there? What are their duties and responsibilities? And what are they held accountable according to their job description? Because this lady who is openly, the receipts are there, committed fraud.
That is what it should be called.
Just being nice. Because we could use the other one too. But as I'm on your show, I realize that we have to be careful because we want to keep all these positive, powerful voices where we can platform in play because we don't want YouTube and them mess with them.
Exactly.
So we have to follow protocol.
Thank you very much.
If we people are here and you are there and there is protocols, rules, regulation, and policies and procedure, why isn't Michelle Charles held accountable?
And that is what we are calling for an investigation to be launched into this right now. We're not dropping this, We're not dropping it. You come out, Michelle Charles.
She's not an MP. She's not an MP. She's not an elected official. So from October to September 3rd to October, the mid-October, there should never be any receipts or any transaction because you're not in charge anymore. You do not hold that authority to draw a signature or receive or disperse anything to do with the government of Jamaica's, anything to do with the Jamaica business.
Whatever was in train, you need to send it to the present member of parliament and said, I had confirmed these for X club, Y club. Please make good on these. You can't do not more. Your days done. September 3rd. She not hear where the government tell the opposition. September 3rd gone. We are in the house and you are not. Michelle Charles. Rosemary Shaw. This lady. She is in the house and you are out. Go sit down.
Exactly. Know your place, man. And on top of that, George Wright and I see Pinocchio Andrew Onis mischievously called Dwayne Vaz that he's been what? Quote unquote lying.
I want to ask George, hold on. I want to ask George Wright a question. I've been asking, but he's not answering. George Wright, the woman that you beat with the stool, where's she there? Is she in Jamaica now? Or she had to take away herself? George Wright, answer that. Is the lady that you beat with the stool and then married to her after? Where is she now? Is she at your yard now, Mr. Wright?
She shut her up because she cannot testify against her husband in certain legal.
No, but you're the question I ask. Is that lady still living with Mr. Wright? Is she alive? Is she in Jamaica?
Oh my goodness. So they have a pattern, Colin. There is a pattern which needs to be investigated because you know what? Are we beating a dead horse with this police force or this investigative people? Because some of them, I mean, I'm not touching the IC. We need to store up the IC because yes, we know that they come under so much fire. You see the woolly part and the flesh and blood them a fight against. They have so much to deal with, have to fight to stand firm. So I am one of the persons who will keep praying for the IC and push for the Integrity Commission to be strong.
I thank you for praying for them. Done. I really thank you for doing that because they need prayers. Especially the Director of Corruption Investigation and the Director of Corruption Prosecution. Yeah, man, we have to ask God. No, man, not the DPP, you know. The Director of Corruption Prosecution in the Office of the Integrity Commission is different.
Okay, then. Thank you for that correction. So it's an umbrella prayer for them because...
Yes, please.
Listen, Colin, just as the other lady was saying, it's a slow leak, but you see, when reckoning comes, I hear Barack Obama said something. If you recall when with this last election, I'm not getting into American politics, but I'm just using one quote from him. He said it and it's happening. Well, he said, there will be a reckoning. And it is happening. And it is happening. Have a good evening.
Bless you, my sister, and thanks for the call. 876-804-7072. In comes Ed Boy. Wagwan, my friend.
Let me mute this thing.
I should have called you from yesterday, but after the program, I will give you a call.
You hearing me?
Yes, man. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
You know, this Michelle Charles issue is a grave breach. You know, this Michelle Charles issue is a grave breach of the CDF rules.
Yes, we know.
And it is not something that should be taken lightly. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. If this occurred in Eastern St. Thomas, I want to ask how many other constituencies this occurred.
That is what the producer is asking. The producer is saying that she's betting money that there are other former MPs who have done similar.
Well, I am aware of information, and you will hear it very soon, that the same was done in South St. James.
Oh? Oh?
Remember when the new incoming MP, Nikisha Burchell, took over, she alluded to some of these things. She alluded to issues with the CDF, right?
Yeah.
And a man was going up there saying that him start the road, say man to complete it.
Oh,
no.
Tell her.
People need to remember, now one thing with me now, I have an elephant memory for the labor rights.
Yes.
Yeah? Anybody could do me something and me forget it, but not the labor rights. Yeah? Now, Colin, on a serious note, Colonel Charles Jr. must be brought before the Privileges and Members Committee of the House.
Why?
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. If he's facilitating this non-elected member, right? Remember, now, it's a clan of them, and Rose Shaw pointed it out. Wentworth Charles, what they call Rocky Charles, yeah. He has been sitting at the Southeast Regional Health Authority for a long time.
Yes.
Right? So why you think Michelle Charles got the information about the tour? She get it from two places. She get it from her uncle, and she get it from the minister.
Got the minister. But
the
why the
junior
minister never swing by her office and check her? Why the minister?
No. But I am asking how it is all of a sudden Michelle Charles leave her office on Hope Road. And I could tell everybody her office is right at Hope Road.
Hope Road in Kingston?
She leave her.
She don't have office
Yes,
at Morant Bay.
Yes, but I'm saying what was so nice happening that day? Wasn't the money in town sweeter than what was in St. Thomas?
No, but she said she was at her office at St. Thomas as per usual.
As per usual, no make nobody fool her. Yeah? Let nobody fool her.
Hold on there, boy. Hold on.
I wish to clarify the circumstances surrounding my presence at the Princess Margaret Hospital on January the 9th, 2016. I was not invited or formally notified and had no prior knowledge of Minister of State, the Honorable Crystal Lee's visit to our hospital. As is my routine, I was in my Morant Bay dental office, where I usually am, sometimes during the week, and I was informed that Minister Lee was at the hospital. I decided to stop by briefly and say hello. Upon my arrival, the members of the hospital staff recognized me, welcomed me warmly, and asked that I remain. So I agreed. I remain focused on supporting healthcare workers and advocating for improved services.
Ed boy, I don't want to talk no more about that. I want to talk about this. This something them where she takes a Western sports. That is what I want her to come and respond to.
That me come about because I want to know what is the situation, what is so grave with the former MP Eelbaum that she have to take taxpayers' money to go buy Eelbaum. Yeah? No, I want to know what was the emergency. Why she had to take taxpayers' money and buy leggings? Yeah?
And cap.
No. Go ahead, Chaga.
And cap.
And cap. But I'll tell you, I am of the view that not all of that money was not all of it was given in supplies. Shaka, we know the CDF more than a lot of people know it. Yeah? The game is simple. And let me explain to the Jamaican people. The game is simple. If I take up my CDF and I give an agreement to Shaka, let's say Shaka is a sports store, right? And let's say I send over an invoice to Shaka for 450,000, but Mr. Shaka, you know it go. Me I go and work out something. It's really 350. Well, make something left there for me and you. Yeah? I want to ask, was all the supplies collected by the MP? Or is the money still sitting there? And if the money is not still sitting there, where it is?
Classic black leggings.
Yeah. And to me, this speech sounds like it's Colonel Charles write it. But you see, this young lady named Michelle Charles, she is a mystery in herself. And I'll tell you why.
Nike Precision 7 shoes.
My God, Precision shoes?
Yes.
That sounds like walking boot. Somebody going walking now?
You know how much for that shoes? Right? $13,652.17 for that shoes.
It corroborates with roughly around about 60 to 70 in the US.
Training
So,
track pants for $10,869.57.
yes, man.
Yeah.
Go again.
Crack
Let me tell you,
Eel
this is
Restore Balm.
yes.
And that costs $1,913.04. And
So it's to
then
make sure that the shoes don't rub her.
and then the classic black leggings, that's for $2,695.65. And
I have
then
never. Go
essential
again.
metal cap,
Mm-hmm.
and that costs $2,434.78 for a grand total of $31,565.21 plus GCT of $4,734.80, and this receipt total is $36,300.01.
So I want to ask the question, right? Because I know how the CDF works.
And it's stamped, hold on. It's stamped Western Sports Limited, Twin Gates Plaza, Constant Spring. Re-permission granted by Dr. Michelle Charles, collected by Steve Anderson. And I'll give you the
Which
date.
is our driver.
The date says, all right, so the phone number, where's the date again? The date is here. The date says transaction 11,052, 2:32 p.m., October 18, 2025.
No, but this little girl is very forward and feisty. And I'll tell you why. One, I don't think anybody in them sensible mind would do something like this. You hear what I said to you, Colin?
I wonder.
Nobody could.
I wonder.
Nobody could be sensible. But I understand that some people, and I'm not referring to Miss Charles, some people have them chronic. I'm not referring to her. Some people have them chronic alcohol problem, and it impairs their ability to make stable and solid decision. You with me?
Yes.
So I am asking now, was Michelle Charles in her right state of mind when she took the decision? But it's not only this. The CDF office must explain.
When she allegedly took that decision. Because next thing we might hear says she never said nobody. Man go up on his own.
No, but man can't produce invoice. Man can't produce from CDF.
No, the invoice come from Western Sports, so maybe him good and know say that the day and maybe him go take it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. All I have to say to this young lady, better leave.
Hold on, Ed boy. Yeah. Somebody where yeah.
You have to understand it is as a result of they believe they are more privileged than everybody else. They believe, Colin, I have witnessed in my own eyes with the father who was in North Central Clarendon bringing food to people that cockroach are come out of the Jeep, in blue Jeep. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
In Ford Jeep. No, I'm not asking you. Remember that they have a charity that they give to children's home. Yeah? And the man used to take the old stale food, come in a North Central Clarendon to come give people. And it's when many of us down there confront him about it, right? And tell him, I can't give that to people. The man have all the shoes, them rotten. Colin, I'm not making up something, you know. So this is a practice of the family. When it's not giving dirty food, is taking private truck and trucking water and selling it in all the 3 constituencies they're operating.
Ed boy.
I gone.
We now drop this one here though.
No man, but let me tell you something. She must go repay the state resources.
Yeah, man.
And not only that, she must leave Rosshaw alone. And I'm warning you, Michelle Charles, I have your file, not just the Medicare file, not just the DUI file, but I want to ask you a question. You know, it's one thing with the women over PNP. Many of us know who our baby fathers are. I gonna leave you.
Later, Ed boy. 876-804-60 70.
I go show you say politics are one dangerous thing.
Let me tell you something. Taxpayers of Jamaica needs to start taking responsibility for our tax money. We need to stop behave like say people can just come deal with our tax money anywhere. We need to start taking responsibility and start own this country of Jamaica. We need to stop going like say we don't have a stake in a Jamaica. I have a stake, you have a stake. I pay taxes, you pay taxes. And we must demand accountability. And we must start shun the labor right bloggers and vloggers them. We must start shun them. Yeah? Because they are a set of slime bags. A set of half-wits and low life. A set of traitors to this country called Jamaica. They don't love Jamaica. If they love Jamaica, they would have called for decency, for transparency and accountability. How the hell you can have a country where the Prime Minister statutory filing can't be certified and you are defending him left, right, and center? You are an invalid and a traitor to your country. Malcolm X say any man or woman for that matter who chose his or her weight behind a political party and that political party controls 2/3 of the government and fail to deliver on their promises and you continue to support that party, you are not just an invalid but you are a traitor to your country. And I challenge any one of you to challenge me that this government has delivered on the promises that they have made to the people of Jamaica. That this government has taken care of the people of Jamaica the way they ought to. And when we try to help, you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen, and you don't have no plan, and you don't have no vision. A caring government would not have taken recess over the Christmas due to the crisis that exists in Western Jamaica. How can such a crisis exist and the government go on recess, put the lives of the people on hold? I want to tell me that you are a caring government? The heights that great men reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while dear companions slept, were upward toiling through the night. Work is burning in the field. When you have things to do, you have to get it done. The government is not treating Hurricane Melissa like the crisis that it is. They have shown no respect for people's lives and people's well-being. That's why people are still sleeping under tarpaulin to date. That's why the Petersfield High School had problems opening, because the government made no preparation for the people who were living in Petersfield High School and had nowhere to go. If it was a caring government, those people who were still in shelter, you'd have built shelter for them, adequate shelter and comfortable shelter. Because as I said, this government should build no more houses with no zinc roof. All buildings put up by the government as of now must be Category 5 resistance. And for those idiots and clowns who are saying the government don't have no money, it's a set of dunce. You need to start, read, listen, follow the news. Listen to Andrew Wellness who I love so much, because Andrew Wellness laid out how much money the government have right after the hurricane. You see, that's why I have to call him a fool, you know. Because if you don't love Andrew so much and just spend a little time to listen to him, you know that here said the government have the money, instead of you ugly man will look like a robot. Look like some Klingon where used to come in a Star Trek. I talk about government don't have no money. Where the government should get the money from, you damn fool. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, Colin.
Yes, nephew.
How you do, my brother?
Me not good enough. Me not doing good. Because the people of Jamaica has been taken for a ride.
One of the politics we practice in this country over the years is that when the GLP is in government, the PNP will attack them on many things.
Nephew,
Yeah.
let me ask you
We
something.
can pick up
No,
on.
man, hold on. No, hold on. Because you see, you're talking about attacking the government. And you said yesterday morning that I am trying to bring down the government. The amount of ideas that I give this government. How can a man who trying to bring down the government give them idea, nephew? That makes sense?
I am speaking generally now. I'm speaking generally. And the PNP will attack it. But if the PNP should in government tomorrow, and the same thing have been done by the PNP, those who were attacking the GLP would have no fault with it. And the same thing with a lot of GLP supporters.
Nephew, hold on.
Yes.
I don't know how long you've been listening to me. And
I believe I have been listening to your program for more than a year now.
More than a year. But nephew, I have been in this media space for over 30 years.
I don't doubt you.
I have been in this space for over 30 years. So that would mean there was a time when the PNP was in power. When I was before the mic and the camera. And let me tell you something, nephew. You know why some PNP never want me to run as MP? Them didn't even want me to run as councillor, nephew.
Yes, I believe you.
Because you see, when the PNP was in power, nephew,
yes,
my whip walk across some of them back just the same.
Yes.
Because you see, this guy, I call it as I see it.
Yes.
And as you hear me telling you, me no balance. But the truth is what set me free.
Yes.
And there was a time when me tell some PNP representative that you know if you lose, you know see it straight per radio, me tell them. And one of them was vociferous that's why him can't support me. Because I tell him on public radio that nobody nothing vote for him.
All right. And,
so you see when me come here so now, nephew, and me call it as me see it, I don't care who want to vex. Because you know what, nephew, you realize that the labor rights them don't call over here and challenge what I say.
Don't say the labor rights, some of them, not all.
You're not labor right, nephew.
No,
You're a confused PNP. You're not no labor right. You're just a confused PNP. Why are you a labor right, nephew? Hear this. Why are you a labor right?
I supported the Labour Party because I realized that the PNP is no longer.
It's right. That's something you're going to It's right. That's something where you're going on. You cannot be a labor right without something about the PNP. So you're a confused PNP. He's not a labor right.
No. Remember that people do have the right to move their support power. So that is not confused. But you're young and you were supported. You saying something?
It was the same thing that Damien said. When you find out from the labor rights, then why they are a labor right, is either something PNP do or something PNP never do.
Then that must be the reason why you get to support one over the other is because the one you are supporting now are doing things which were benefiting.
You want to hear why I support the PNP? Because the PNP has always done more for the people of Jamaica. Because the PNP has set the best policies for this country. Because the PNP has shown more vision and leadership for this country. And that's why I support the PNP. Have nothing to do with the GLP.
And the PNP cannot done more for the people of Jamaica when the economy under the PNP have not done well as it do.
Rubbish!
So it takes rubbish. Make I finish the point.
Make you finish dump out garbage.
The late Michael Manley has implemented some great policy which help the Jamaican people. But you must also understand that it takes money to help people. You can't
Yes.
help them by just spread them out.
Me like how you go.
Can't help them
Continue.
by just can't help them by. For instance, the housing trust which were started under Michael Manley.
Yes.
During those days, the housing trust was great beneficiary in providing house for low income earners. The housing trust have gone out of that now because the cost for housing.
Who take it out of that? Who take it out of that?
Inflation and
No,
other
man.
things will.
Andrew Holness take it out of that, nephew. Andrew Holness tell the housing trust we go build house where they must sell for $30 million.
No.
What you mean no?
If you listen where the Andrew Holness say in discussion with the housing trust to build more low income houses and
Nephew, did Andrew Holness hold on? Did Andrew Holness tell the housing trust to build that expensive building in a town where the room then sell for 30 million?
That is on Rupen Road there.
Did Andrew Holness authorize that building?
No, hold on.
Yes or no?
Hold on. Well, you will say yes because
no, me will say yes. Me ask you,
but
if your prime minister did authorize the root vent towers.
Well, they eventually sell off, you know. Don't
Nephew. Did Prime Minister Andrew Holness, hold on, man. Did Prime Minister Andrew Holness authorize root vent towers?
And I grant you that
Don't grant me nothing, yes or no.
Yes.
Under which other Prime Minister the housing trust build houses for $30 million?
Khalid,
just answer the question.
You cannot assess it that way if you say
no,
the
man.
houses at the apartment at Rupen Road which they sell for $40 million.
You just said,
because
hold on, you just said the housing trust has lost its way. And
yes,
I am saying to you that is Andrew Holness take the housing trust off of the part where then the depend.
No.
You mean no?
Can't be.
So which other prime minister authorized $30 million building for housing trust?
The cost to build the houses where material and contractor cost, land cost.
Hey, Nevio, stop make yourself sound like fool, man. Tappy.
All right.
Me have more respect for you than that. Some people might not respect you, but me have more respect for you than that. Make yourself sound like clown.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're
welcome.
The
main reason I call.
Yes.
Your program made this release that the former member of parliament, Michelle Charles.
Yes, sir.
Has visited some function at the Moran Bay Hospital, no?
That's neither here. And me boss that. That is not what me boss. Me boss the CDF money, and that me boss.
No, I'm not going to do the CDF yet. And
you can't run, but you can't hide.
Well, just let me finish the point.
Yes, go ahead.
And the argument on your pope is that how could she were officially invited over the sitting member of parliament? And I grant you guys that it could be so. It shouldn't be so. Well, she has come out and put out a release, making it clear how she ended up at this function. And you guys does not accept it. We don't want to play it down and give the impression that the lady is...
Nevio.
Hello?
The government is building a bridge down at St. James. They say it's the longest and the highest bridge in Jamaica. I'll sell it to you for $1 if you believe that. So you can put it on your asset. The bridge down at St. James. I'm going to sell it to you.
The point I'm making. Only tearing the former member of parliament to pieces that have been officially invited by government at this function. Now she come out and clear it and explain how she end up as a former member of parliament. She were in the parish, she saw this function and she just stopped by, which is well within her right.
No, she never said she saw it. She said she was informed that the junior minister would be.
When they were opening this thing here in St. Thomas, this center shopping plaza business, that I don't know if it's the right name. That
the urban center.
The urban center. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if Fenton Ferguson were officially invited.
Fenton Ferguson, hold on. Fenton Ferguson was there in an official capacity representing the leader of opposition.
You understand? And the argument is that Mr. Charles were very disrespectful.
Of course,
to him,
you bring up the man. You bring up the man on stage and tell the man saying did say she now go did but she didn't know. You don't think that was embarrassing the man?
Yes, Colin. Yes, Colin. Out of order.
Very rude.
But anyway, just accepted what she have said now, or she end up at this thing at the hospital and accept it now, man. Why your followers have to come now?
I don't hungry my followers. Me no believe her neither. She lie.
Right.
Tell her to come respond to this receipt here where we have on the screen. This is what we want to respond to.
As I said on your program yesterday, give her some time and she will come and give explain exactly what happened.
Well, until she come, we're going to keep reminding her. Thanks, nephew. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, authorized the Ruthven Towers. Yeah? She did. He did. $20 and $30 million the NHT a sell house for. So when Nevio said the NHT lost its way, it was Andrew Holness who took the NHT off track. Good evening, caller.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Okay. You know, we would like to hear. What about the bus them?
Yes.
That the man say we forget for XY time. You have any idea about those balance of bus?
Me not think no more come yet, but him say him have the receipt can show, so we want to see the receipt them for the bus them too, because we are of the strong opinion that some of that money was stolen. Now, who stole the money? Who stole the cookie from that cookie jar? We don't know, but we want to know. So we want the Auditor General to check out the purchases of those buses. Yeah? And we want to see all of the receipts.
Yeah, but okay. So we want to know, because remember one of the time they said them in get police vehicle and then get some and them not get some. And nobody no know about the money again.
Hey.
We no want left not turn again, because this country out for good on in our whole,
Labor rights are saying that they own Jamaica like how Pernell Charles they own St. Thomas. So them a say they own Jamaica. So labor right them a grown and say, we run this. 1 p.m.
But
we could have talked in thy kingdom come 4th term loading. We don't say labor right who own Jamaica now. So them a say.
And
that's why they wanted to name Portland Varsland, and we show them in Portland that not a damn. So Jamaican people must show them now that they don't own Jamaica. Accountability.
Right. But tell me something now, Mr. Khalid.
Yes, sir.
I listened to you a while ago, and I hear you say that the government talk about the money that him did get in the hurricane thing.
Yes.
And do all right. Okay, and talk about it. But with that government, do you think him have those money? They have those money?
Yes, they have it.
Okay, and you sure about it? Because me can't put nothing past them,
They have it, man. They're not disappear yet. And they not spend it yet.
So,
and that's where I have a problem. People are suffering
so
and you
what
sit
cause
down
it
on the
not
money.
spend?
Eh?
What make the money not spend?
Me no know. The producer said them a plan how to get for them share out of it. Me no know.
And the thing is this, then not even go to parliament to discuss nothing towards it. Nobody now, you never hear nothing about parliament, and
Parliament
you can't
will
have
be on
crisis and you
tomorrow.
not keep parliament.
Parliament will be on
Oh,
tomorrow.
it will come.
Yes.
Okay, it will go on tomorrow. Hope
Yeah.
he might come with something sensible, because we are watching him this time. We now make Andrew and his team then get away with too much things again.
We have to stand up. We have
to stand up now.
Yeah, man.
Because it whatever them are do, it's going to affect our children and our children here.
All right,
so we
Carl.
have to stand up.
All right, cool. Bless you.
All right. Have a night.
Yeah,
Bless
man.
you.
Yes, people. Tomorrow evening we'll bring in some guests and take you deep into the thing. But this Michelle Charles thing here, where she used CDF funds after she have been voted out. We're not going to leave it. Go ahead, Marie.
Yeah. You know something? Good evening, Colin. You know something? Nevi is so disingenuous. You know, him cut on the bias so till him lean and crooked. You know, come on now. When you talking about the PNP is not in government, it's the JLP, the Andrew Holness administration. And this man, you know, will not hold these people accountable for anything at all. You know, mismanagement, you know, misappropriation, not at all. It's about the PNP. But the PNP do. I know we have the first string. I them have the first string. And talking about housing trust, Colin.
Yes.
I remember, you know, when Mr. Olney said housing trust is a bank, something like that. I don't know if you remember. Like he said, you know, the mantra has changed.
It's not
housing
a
trust is now
charity.
a bank. It's not a charity. That was his words. And what he has done, he has changed the whole mantra of the housing trust and gave these developers money out of the housing trust by whatever means that they build these $1 million these apartments and that part swimming pool, Copper Road, when every time rain fall out, they flood out, you know, and stuff. That was not the mantra of the housing trust.
Exactly.
The housing trust
and is Andrew Holness change it? Is Andrew Holness is the only prime minister that gave the housing trust authority to go build $30 million place. One apartment for $30 million and $20 million. No other prime minister never do that. The housing trust must be low income houses.
Exactly. And you know, and then when you done never talk about if I'm button Ian her, you know, thing there.
You may have to tap telling some man tap make people ride like jackass. Tap it.
Yes, because it is not making any sense. You know, him need to go over the next place, you know, with that where them accommodate him and them fix it up for him. Because you are not saying anything. It's not the PNP that is in power. It's the JLP administration. They hold the purse strings. So any money to be spent, you hold them accountable and them for do it. Between housing trust and whatever the finance ministry is supposed to do, and them have the money, so them for do it. You talk about JLP and everything them up. Michael Manley said Jamaica on a good string. And as we probably continue on that trajectory. Yes, maybe you know something that need for tweak, but don't talk about everything. When them not draft a traffic guru, them draft this. They will not accept anything, Colin, but say, yes, you know what? We could have done this differently. It could have been do different. They will never accept it. And housing trust is for low income people. That's why you throw your little money out of your pay, hoping low income people can't get no loan up for housing trust again, you know, Colin.
Instead of the man tweak something that some people were throw their money for years could have get a benefit. The man say housing trust must go build house because they have clientele we can buy apartment for 37 million and 40 million and 29 million. That is what Andrew Holness did with the housing trust. And if you come here and come tell me about housing trust last this way. Housing trust never last its way. It is your prime minister who look out for the rich, take housing trust off of its way.
And took it in another direction from where it was slated to be. So, don't come blame and about Housing Trust. Housing Trust is just an entity. And the people who manage it. And your leader is managing the thing the wrong way because that was not the mantra, the original mantra of the Housing Trust. That was not it.
Marie,
and you need to start the truth and shame the devil.
Yes, man. Thank you, Marie. Bless you.
All right.
Thanks, all listeners and viewers. And remember now, everybody on the platform. Breaking news. It is 14 of them. And, well, my information says 7. But viewers and listeners are asking you to do me a favor. That video that is on the channel with Michelle Charles, please share it to everybody that you know. Make that video go viral. Michelle Charles must answer how she was able to have access to CDF funds a month after she lost, a month after Rosemary Shaw was sworn in as MP, and close to 2 months after she lost the election. Yeah? How she was accessing CDF funds. We have a receipt. She need to come respond to that. She a respond about she did in her office and here say Crystal Lee up a hospital. At the $36,000 we want you come respond to. Auntie Michelle. Viewers and listeners, thanks very much. When Azan was accused of spending his own money building a few shops for poor Jamaican, Andrew said he would not sit in the parliament with him. And you know, the PNP need to take a stand. They need to do something. This parliament can't continue so. PNP need to start show some radicalism. No radical name at the PNP? Not general name at the PNP? Something need to come up where when you go to parliament, you take a stand. Because people need to start answer questions. People need to start step aside if their statutory filings cannot be certified. People need to show some accountability for the issues that is on the table. How the hell a prime minister? In England, me have a call from the UK, but in England, he would have resigned long time. Resign. And then you have Jamaicans who claim that they are patriotic, supporting this man. When he's a bunch of traitors. Final call. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Colin.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you a story. When I used to work at a sugar factory, you know?
Yeah.
And when I'm a worker, he used to tell the sugar workers them that this is me. Michael Manley is the only man that build a house where Ken Cutter can shit in it and don't smell them shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Ken Cutter was able to afford a house of Housing Trust in those days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even Portia Simpson was able to build a house so Ken Cutters can own a house and own a 2-bedroom, bathroom and kitchen.
Yes.
Just recently. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, so your friend nephew, you know what I mean? I'm sure your parents have taught you that you must not learn to bend a tree when it's whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't bend a tree when it's whole. A man like Neville, you don't entertain him because you only bring it on your program. You need to bring your program at a high integrity. You know, Neville does not add anything to the Jamaican young people. You know what I mean? He just come and like empty off his load of you know what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you need to entertain people who can inspire the young Jamaicans and who can educate them for the future. They never has nothing to offer Jamaica. He has nothing to offer Jamaica positively. The guy said, the mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom.
Yes.
And his tongue talk of justice. Never do this far away from that. And you know, it's a 9 English names on the program. It's a 9. You know, that's why I want to trade off.
All right.
You know what I mean? You cannot bend a tree when it's old.
Bend
Let
the
him
tree
go and
from
live
its
his life.
young. Because when it hold, it will pop down.
Definitely.
All right.
All the best, mate.
Blessings. All right, viewers and listeners, that's it for this evening's program. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, when we'll also be on Caribbean Radio. Remember, that video. That video there. How the lady get access to CDF funds. More everybody on the channel to share it. Share it, make it go viral. Everybody around the world must see it. That a person who lost their seat in the election and 1 month after the swearing in of the new MP, it is alleged that she had access and collect stuff from the CDF fund, the Constituency Development Fund. This is the receipt on the channel here. Make it go viral. We need her to respond. She must respond to this. This must be reported to the police and must also be submitted to the Integrity Commission. One love, my people. Until we meet again tomorrow evening, God bless you.